Coast gridiron legend is joining us on Studio 10. We are very excited to welcome the NFL's all-time leading rusher, Pensacola native Emmitt Smith. Emmitt, good morning.
Good morning, Joe. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing awesome. Getting to talk to you is super cool, and we've got a lot to talk about. The big NFL draft is tonight. You also want to talk about gout, which is a health issue that concerns many Americans. But first, it's great to have you back here on Gulf Coast TV. What's your favorite thing to do when you come home to the Pensacola area?
Well, obviously, I think the beaches are great tourist attractions. I miss the beaches of Florida. They are the prettiest. But at the end of the day, when I come home, I like to go to Mom's house. I like to hang out at Mom's house and maybe take a ride down the beach and put my feet in the sand.
Nothing wrong with the beaches, and always good to spend some time at Mom's house as well. Now, speaking of Pensacola, your fellow Escambia High School alum Trent Richardson is off to a running start in his NFL career. Do you talk to him often, or do you have any advice for him, or how do you think he's doing so far?
I think Trent is off to a great start. I think it's important for him to obviously bounce back this year and exceed what he did last year. I think your second year is normally the tougher year because teams have the tendency to take your tape and analyze you and break it down and devise a scheme to slow down the running game. But he's going to have to make that mental adjustment in order to continue the productivity that he was able to have in his first season.
Well, Trent, an SEC alum, you an SEC alum playing with the Florida Gators. The NFL draft is tonight. Do you have any thoughts or insight into this year's draft, and what do you remember about draft day?
Well, I don't have any major thoughts outside of teams are going to draft according to their needs. And so projecting someone to go here or go there is going to be kind of hard to do. Whether or not a quarterback is in the first round or the second round or a running back is in the first round or the second round is going to be very hard to do. I would look at every team that's drafting and figure out what the needs are, and then they're going to try to address those particular needs. As far as the draft goes, my experience was unbelievable. I was very nervous and very excited at the same time. And so to hear my name called as the 17th pick by the team I've always wanted to play football for was like a dream come true for me. I mean, seriously.
Where were you at? Were you in Pensacola at the time?
I was in Pensacola. Nice. On the beach. On the beach. And so that right there was like icing on the cake to be able to be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, hey, you had a pretty decent career afterwards, we could say as well. Now, Emmitt, you wanted to talk to us this morning about gout. More than 8 million Americans deal with this medical issue. How do you deal with it, and what tips or advice do you have for others suffering through the pain of gout?
I joined forces with Takeda Pharmaceutical to help spread awareness about gout. What I would say to someone who's dealing with gout right now is go to www.gout.com, read up on the information there. There's a lot of information that you can gather about gout on that website. Gout is a very, very serious, painful form of arthritis. And for me, once I realized I had it, which occurred about three years ago, I knew what the pain was all about. Now I can identify with people who have had gout.
What's next for you, man? You got the NFL Hall of Fame, you got the Dancing with the Stars title. What's going on next for Emmitt Smith?
Well, Emmitt Smith is just trying to continue to do the things that I'm doing from a business standpoint, which is construction. I have a construction company. I also have a real estate development company. And my wife and I have Pat and Emmitt Smith Charities, where we're trying to raise money to help out the local community, as well as some other communities around the country. So those are things that I'm focusing on right now. And
next time you come to the Pensacola area, you got to stop by in our Studio 10 studio as well, if you can. That sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll make it happen. Emmitt Smith, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Have a great day.